Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and checking out this video. My name's Aaron. I'm a network systems analyst and a graduate student studying cybersecurity management at Grand Canyon University. In this video, I want to break down three concepts: data in rest, data in use, and data in transit, and then how we keep each one of those secure. Let's get started with our definitions. So, what is data at rest? Data at rest is data that's stored on a device or in a system. These could be files that are saved onto a computer or hard drive, maybe a database or into a server. They could even be saved on the cloud. Think of a Word document and you type something up, you hit save, and it's in your documents folder on your computer, and you did that a week ago. The data is at rest. It's not actively in use. It's not being used. It's just sitting there ready to go. Data in use is data that's being processed. So if we take our Word document that was in our documents folder, we opened it up, we're making edits to it, we're typing a paper out, putting in data or filling out data, taking things out. At that stage, the data is actively in use. It's actively in the computer memory, being handled by applications, and we're actively working on the Word document at that stage. So that's our data in use. And then data in transit is data that's moving across a network. So when you send an email, upload a file, access a website, basically anything that's traveling from point A to point B is what we consider data in transit. So if we take our Word document, for example, and we upload it to Google Drive or to OneDrive or a program like that, we are taking it from point A, which is our local computer, to point B, which is our Google Drive or our OneDrive, and it's stored somewhere else in servers, and that data was in transit while it moved. Each type of data has different protections that it needs. So for data at rest, we're going to use encryption. That would be something like BitLocker for our drives or any sort of database level encryption. We also want to make sure that we have physical security. So locked server rooms, maybe a badge or keycard access to get in. And then it's also important to have backups. Data in use, we want to use access controls. So that's our user authentication, role-based permissions, endpoint protections like an antivirus or an XDR tool like SentinelOne. It's also important for us to monitor insider threats during this process as well. And then data in transit, we would protect with network encryption. So protocols like HTTPS instead of HTTP, SSL/TLS, VPN, secure tunnels, IPsec tunnels, sort of things like that. And the main goal of this is to prevent interception by attackers during its transmission stage from point A to point B. It's important to have a different approach and a different strategy depending on the state the data is in. So when data is at rest, it's all about storage security and encrypting your files and limiting access. When it's in use, we want to use user behavior and device security, that making sure that only authorized people and systems are working with it and have access to it. And then what's in transit, we want to make sure that the transmission is safe from point A to point B. So we're using secure channels to stop man-in-the-middle attacks. And then it's important to understand these three if you're going to do any sort of cybersecurity role. If it's networking, incident response, compliance, basically what matters is the how you're protecting the data, where it is, where it's being used, and how it's being used. So hopefully that was a good little tidbit to get you guys going. Thanks.